this one already. Curry against Parker. Joseph sets a screen for Parker. Here's Leonard. No luck. Great D that time from Green. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The ownership wanted size for position, rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Spurs trail by 12. Parker kicks to Leonard. Over to the left wing. On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Green's got 10 points in the game.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, their offense has really come alive. Can they come back and even it up? That's the question.
Spates sets a screen, and Holiday kicks to Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Parker drives in. There's the bucket. Good. Parker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Green with a screen on Parker. Curry dishes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 8 points for him.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris. Spurs trail by 12. Mills passes to Baines. Shot's good by Mills.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Thompson kicks to Spates. He feeds it to Livingston. 6 to shoot. Thompson left side. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how San Antonio ranks league-wide. First in fewest turnovers per game. Third in field goal percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points. Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful they are as a franchise is that in their entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Barnes.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Baines. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. To the wing on the left. And the powerful one-handed slam.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, I mean, you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on you.
Warriors leading by 11.
And with the Spurs in the playoffs, you can't even begin to think about a postseason without the Spurs being involved. Only 4 absences since 1976. That's incredible.
Now here's Spates. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot's good.
Well, after a first quarter where they really struggled from long range, they stayed a little bit closer to the basket now here in the second.
And see, that's a nice adjustment. I mean, even for the best three-point shooting team, sometimes you have to try something different to jumpstart your offense, and being balanced in your approach is oftentimes a good thing.
Just his first attempt. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 11. Some big points there from Boris Diaw. Of course, with the Spurs, the last time they missed the playoffs, they drafted perhaps one of the best power forwards of all time in Tim Duncan.
Well, you know, he's a part of why they haven't missed the playoffs since, but the organization has run really well from top to bottom, and they deserve nothing but the success they've had since their inception because of that.
Here's Thompson. Boris Diaw picking up that last basket. And Thompson is good for 3. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Now Bellinelli. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differentials there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for 1.
And the free throw, no good. Here's Livingston. And so that's the end of the first half. Warriors lead by 12. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be... back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 18 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist and also making some nice steals.
You're right, Clark. He's been equal parts creative and disruptive.
Spurs trail by 12, and Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Duncan. Another shot. Now, here's Thompson. Feeds it to Curry. Spates with a screen on Green. Curry dishes to Spates. They kick it out to Green. Beyond the arc. That one goes. Counted. Green's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Warriors.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Now here's Spates. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Curry, here we go. Thompson passes to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well. It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Now the feed to Green. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. Thompson from long range. Rebound San Antonio. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Here's Curry after the basket by San Antonio. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Green, and it's blocked by Duncan. Here's Leonard, and he slams it one-handed.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
So it's the Warriors now. At one point, they led by 16. Spates with a screen on Parker. Curry kicks to Spates. Spates sets a screen. Down low. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Leonard dishes to Parker. There's the pick. Knocked away. 6 to shoot. Here's Green. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
San Antonio needs to do a better job guarding against Green.
He's got 11 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Draymond Green was the 35th pick back in 2012, and he's made an impact thus far with his defense, rebounding, and great IQ for the game. And I like his competitive spirit, too. He helps you win in a lot of ways.
The first one falls.
And Green, more of an offensive player at Michigan State. I think he's still adjusting to the added distance on the NBA three-point arc, but shot it really well in the playoffs last year, so just getting better and better every year.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Green, very vocal, very outspoken. He's occasionally rubbed, in fact, opponents the wrong way.
Yeah, never shy about contact either, Kevin. He can get under opponent's skin at times, but if he's your teammate, we love what he brings to the table.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told them they should be dedicating themselves